Here's a quick podcast for all you true crime fans. The case of the missing Reeses. It was me at the store with my mouth. Motive? They're Reeses. What was I going to do? Stop myself? Tune in next time to see if I do it again. Spoiler, I will. Wow, that had everything. Reeses, suspense, Reeses.
Everyone loves an unexpected plot twist, but your education shouldn't be one of them. And nobody understands that better than Southern New Hampshire University. SNHU's online degree programs provide the flexibility you need, backed by support you can count on. With over 200 affordable options in psychology, criminal justice, business, and more, SNHU is built to fit your life and your budget. Visit snhu.edu/lastpodcast to learn more. That's snhu.edu/lastpodcast.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left.
Side stories?
That's when the cannibalism started.
Side stories. Yes.
Eddie Larson, I just am so excited to be here with you.
Oh my God, we got Melania Trump is in the building.
Yes.
Exclusive interview. Interview.
Oh no, I forgot my panties.
Oh no.
Where are they? Oh, I found them in this gulch.
Now I have to ask, while I got you in the room, what is it? I hear that there's rumors about you being a spy?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, I will come out now to face all of these inflammatory rumors and lies about the first lady of the American states.
No.
And the first thing I will say, never spy.
I think
I never spy. I can't see. I no hear. I no speak.
Oh, so you were just a normal sex worker?
3 monkeys.
3 monkeys?
No see, no speak.
Oh, no see, no speak, no hear.
No speak, no hear.
You don't really care, do you?
No, all I know is Donald has the most wonderful touch around my bosoms.
Yeah?
And he absolutely loves my full-grown 57-year-old body.
What is your favorite part about your husband's body?
I love his soul.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, most.
Just his soul. You're not physically attracted? No?
Very personally attracted to him, his spirit and his attitudes.
How do you get him in the mood now that you're like in your 50s? How do you get him in the mood still? How do you get the spark going still?
I kill a girl in front of him.
Oh, okay,
yes, I kill her every Christmas day. I tell him every morning when I wake up, I say, Merry Christmas, Donald. And he says, oh, you go, Donald.
Yeah, I do.
And then I bring him a child in wrapping paper, and we cut off his face.
Oh,
and
it's
then
a boy
he gets,
child.
Well, no, I can't tell. Long hair, but never see genitals. And then they go, and Donald gets so hard, 15 seconds. I have to hop on it.
Yeah.
Hop on it just to get it really good going. I kid. I don't have sex with him. I kid. You know me.
So is Baron his?
No, I'm Baron.
Oh, you're Baron. Oh, I understand now.
Yeah.
Yes, you named the child after your own vagina.
Yeah. Now that he has emptied it. Yes. What about Baron, my sweet, beautiful boy? My sweet, beautiful boy, soon to be killed in Iran.
Oh, but so nice.
Yes, very excited.
Oh.
Champ does not want him to go to Iran. Guess who gets to go to Iran now? Champ does.
Champ's going to Iran.
Not my baby.
Welcome to Side Stories. We're sending everybody to Iran. My name is Henry Zabrowski. I'm sitting here with Ed Larson. I know you thought I was Melania.
Whoa, my God. It's Henry.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Same cup size.
Oh, man. See, you know what it is? It was the beard that threw me. because she's
his beard.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, God, I wish he was gay. How much more fun would Trump be if he was gay?
Oh, man.
Now, Melania Trump, the reason why we're even talking about our lovely first lady is the fact that right after we recorded last week, which is par for the course here.
Yeah, no. That's what we do. Wednesday's a big news day, but still, we don't care.
I don't know how to fix this issue. We can change when we record because we're locked into the schedule. We can't just continue to record. I guess we can record multiple days a week and then just put them all together.
Yeah.
Right? And
Which
just
doesn't make sense
Try
either.
to see if we hit the news randomly.
Yeah.
And then we could cobble the episode together.
Why don't we could just start guessing.
Oh, honestly, we should save a minute after each episode for what might happen when this episode is released. So when we released last week's episode, we had done a little bit of an update. Let's hit it right now.
It's an island adventure.
Heck yeah, it's Jeffrey time.
It's an island adventure.
That's right.
Now, last week we covered a little bit, and we were like, "Oh, I distinctly remember at the end of our conversation, we were like, oh, and then Melania put out this nothing burger statement saying I did nothing wrong." And then
Out of nowhere.
And that turned the whole world upside down again, because it seems like for a second we had stopped talking about Jeffrey Epstein. And, I'm even angry that we even stopped for a second.
Yeah, well, you know,
like, I'm disappointed in me that we stopped for a fucking minute.
you got to. I mean, we talk about it in our real life, but occasionally it's just got to be aggravating to everybody.
Well, the war obviously became more entertaining to everybody. We had
Yes.
to purposely, I'm sorry, let me take that back. It's an operation that we just did randomly that had no point to it, right? And we're just destroying our economy with it in order to distract from the Jeffrey Epstein story, which I think is really interesting because then his wife, our president's wife, unprompted, came out to the front of the White House, did a press conference just to basically say, I had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. All of those pictures that you're about to see have been made up. I have never done this. I never slept with Jeffrey Epstein. I didn't do this. I came here. She kind of did a little mini summary of her history for some reason.
Sounded real innocent.
Real innocent. I always find
She's not a victim.
She's not a victim, but
That means she's involved, right?
she did very. I am on the management. Yes, I do a bit of I am kind of would you say, a spiritual advisor. And so, but Melania opened up a Pandora's box that has been just wonderfully, wonderfully open. Thank you, Melania, because it gives us an opportunity to ask these questions now. Because Melania decided to just bring Epstein back up into the fucking daylight, and she asked for more investigations. And she asked for the U.S. government to listen to the victims. Now, this is after...
It is interesting that she says that and we're still mad at her. It's like the first time anyone said that.
Well, because you know why? It's because obviously she's doing this for bad reasons.
Yeah.
She's a Melania Trump, if you don't know,
Was this in the doc?
No. The doc, didn't the doc have mostly to do with her, choosing plants and hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah, I don't know. I refuse.
I didn't give it money.
I mean, it was directed by Brett Ratner.
Oh, we know.
So you know.
Yeah.
You know, it had a lot of action scenes, and you know, it had a lot of being like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you think that happened?
Last time I saw Brett Ratner in person, you know who he was hanging out with?
Who?
Jordan Belfort.
Oh, I've met Jordan Belfort. He is an interesting character and an absolute con person. But for those of you that don't know, so Melania Trump, she apparently met Donald Trump at the Kit Kat Club by this guy. She was introduced by the Italian Trump, Paolo Zampoli.
We brought him up on the show a couple of weeks ago. We're like, what about this guy? We were interested about this guy.
And we didn't know, right? So I guess about 2 months ago. So one big question here is all right, so Melania Trump brought out all of this stuff, right? She immediately, she said I wasn't guilty of all of these things. Immediately, we're all like, why is she doing this? Is she trying to get ahead of something? The first thing that the media pointed to was this story about Paolo Zampoli's maybe wife girlfriend, wife. We couldn't quite know their exact relationship, I believe, right? But we know that they had like a common law relationship, which led to a child custody battle. Now, the first thing that happened 2 months ago, a story came out from a woman by the name of Amanda Ungaro.
Yes.
By the name Amanda Ungaro, who was Paolo Zampoli's wife, girlfriend. It seems like wife because they were having a custody battle over their children.
Yeah.
She was a model that was like turned into his, like they've been together.
He picked her up at 16.
Yes. And developed her into a wife.
Yes.
Which I think is super crucial because that's what he did. He's a real estate developer. Well, he started in real estate. Well, no, he didn't. He started as a toy developer. He was in a toy company. Then he sold his father's toy company to get into the very famous famously lucrative market of model agency. He just started a modeling agency immediately. He's a big, fat Italian fuck. He's exactly what you think.
I like a lady. I like a lady. I bring him around and show you the lady.
Hey, you know what I like better? When a lady is a little baby. I like it when a lady is a baby.
And so he was involved with Melania. So the way this first story starts, like maybe Melania is trying to get in front of this Ungaro story, in which she came out and she said that the United States government, somebody tipped off ICE in the middle of their custody battle.
Yeah.
And she was picked up by ICE, Ungaro, and then sent back home in the middle of their custody battle. And she reached out to Melania and said, "We're friends. Why aren't you helping me?" She eventually then took to Twitter to say, "I'm now going to come out and tell the whole world everything I know about your relationship with Paolo."
Yes.
Right? We're all like, oh, maybe she's trying to get in front of this story with her statement. But this story is 2 months old.
Yeah.
So Melania effectively kicked the story up. She did it. She has elevated
We
the
wouldn't
story.
be paying attention to this at all.
No, it was already out there. So now we know that that's the explanation. So then I was watching an interview with Michael Wolff, our favorite fucking reporter. He was saying, which I thought was interesting, is that he was wondering if the statement had anything to do with the direct accusations he made on a podcast about Epstein sleeping with Melania before Donald Trump and them met.
Yeah.
So this was a big thing with Melania. She got really, really upset, sent him $1 billion defamation suit through the White House's lawyers. He's been fighting it, basically saying, we're allowed to say whatever we want about you guys. Like, essentially, we can conjecture, we can think about this, but also...
Let's hope so.
It is a state fake. Like, seriously, I mean, so far... He's trying to do all this stuff, but he was wondering if it had something to do with his own personal battle with Melania, because now Melania is suing him. They're trying to take it up to federal court. But he's also saying that doesn't make any sense either, because we're already in the middle of this thing. Why? Yeah. What is she trying to get in front of? Don't know. Is she just saying it because she's so fucking pudding-brained, just like her husband, that she's just thinking that it is not time for me to make my stand? Who knows? It could be that too. It could be very much her just deciding randomly, being like, I just heard about these things and I must tell the world, because she knows she's one of the people doing those things.
I could see a world where she knows that this exists, but has completely removed herself from society and television and just walks around the White House and fucking...
Well, she doesn't... They say that when she comes to the White House, it's like a visiting head of state. She doesn't live there.
She lives in New York. Tower in New York.
Yeah, she lives in New York. She is a New York resident, essentially. She lives with her giant, soon-to-be murderer son, and they do a whole... God knows what they do in that place.
From what I heard, she's banging one of the Tiffany's guards that works in the store downstairs.
Good for her.
It's what I hear.
Go for her.
Yeah.
But all of this shit is to be said is that no one knows what actually happened. So it seems that Melania, over all of this discussion, has been intensely controlling over her timeline and where she came from and what she did. When she was a young woman, right, going into research of her life is very interesting because there are no modeling books.
Even though we know her as a model.
Quote unquote a model. But she was never a supermodel. Right? No. She just did some gigs. She did a couple of things here and there. Now she got connected to Paolo Zampoli.
Private dancer. Dancer for money.
She was yeah, she's a prostitute. But that's not what they were saying. So we don't know. She called herself a model. She got linked up with these various guys. It seemed that Epstein, she had a massive camel ad in 1997, which was her big break in America.
Okay.
Up until then, she had very little. Like, if you look at the Paolo Zampoli, like her modeling agency.
Was she the camel?
She just only got them 2 humps. But Paolo's, like, we don't know whether or not she got this gig because of Epstein or Paolo Zampoli. Up until this point,
Hopefully it was Paolo Zampoli because he's supposed to be a modeling agent.
But it seems that she came over to the United States of America on this Einstein visa. She is an absolutely fake architecture design degree. None of that is real. We know that that's fake. We have no idea how she got this Einstein visa.
So she's not redesigning the ballroom?
No, Eddie. No. I think about ideas, and Donald comments at Tiny Hand say no. Tiny Hand say no. And so, because it could be that she got this gig through Jeffrey Epstein, because as she was coming over, it seemed that Paolo Zampoli had already handed her over to Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein and Paolo were all investing in the same modeling agencies over in Europe. Who also was? Donald Trump. They all moved in the same circles. Donald Trump is a professional cuck. He loves having sex with other friends' wives. That is a thing that Michael Wolff has said. He is a professional at sloppy seconds. He loves knowing that a guy he likes has made love to a woman first, because he's just interesting guy.
Yeah.
And so Jeffrey Epstein probably hinted to him about Melania. Now, again, where does Melania come from? This little town in Slovenia.
Yes.
Her old boyfriend, a guy by the name of, like, Lurger Schnersnik, a guy named Jure Zorchek.
Okay.
He is her, like, her old Slovenia boyfriend, who was, like, a rich guy back there. And he was like, she never talked about America. She was going to be here. She was going to stay in Europe and live the fashion life in Europe, an easygoing kind of flitting between worlds. And I think that Donald Trump sort of promised her the same thing. You're going to come into here. I'm going to get you some of these modeling gigs. You're going to have an easy life for the rest of your life. And I think that Melania was really interested in that. And also because she's probably a passive spy for any one of these agencies. Now, to be a passive spy is really easy.
So that would mean that she has some sort of intelligence.
No.
You think that spies can be stupid?
Yes. All a spy has to do is place a listening device. All a spy has to do is say, these are XY things I've heard. That's all a spy's got to do, is be embedded and present. So once you're in there,
So
yes,
who would she be a spy for? Russia?
anybody who wants to pay you money to get secrets from inside of the White House. It doesn't, again, I
But
don't
she's
know.
been with him for long enough. I'm just.
Yes.
Yeah, she's been with him long enough where he wasn't even trying to be president when they got together.
Yes, and I think that was probably one of the big contingencies, is that it would not go farther than this. And then I'm just throwing things out there.
I like it. No, I'm just.
I'm just throwing things out there. I have no idea. The main issue is the fact that we have no idea. Mm-hmm. We have no idea really what her story is. We've tried to put it together. We don't quite know where she came from, but it does seem that she probably, but who knows? Now we might get sued by the White House, hopefully, because that'd be great.
Yeah.
Honestly, we need the numbers.
Would they sue us or Sirius and Netflix?
Hopefully them. Hopefully them. And then we can just be like, we're little artists. How am I supposed to know? I don't know. I'm
Well,
just
all
stupid.
this isn't, we don't know if this is true or not. We're just asking questions.
Yes. Well, I'm now deeply invested in what Melania knows and what she's going to do about it.
Yeah, well, she obviously knows something. She was on the plane. I mean, there's plenty of reports of her banging Trump on the plane, and that's how he met.
Well,
but
we
now
know-
we're talking about that she met through Paolo Zampoli.
Was she fake this Kit Kat Club meeting?
Yeah.
The whole famous meeting where she met and that Donald Trump asked her for her number and she said, no, you give me yours. And then he gave her his number because he was separated from his wife at the time. And he was like, oh, yeah, sure. And then everyone joked with Melania. I was reading an article from 2017 about Melania, about how they met. And they were joking with her, being like, oh, what is it about Donald you love? Is it the tiny hands? Is it the comb over? And she said, no, he's a real man.
Oh, God.
Which is not true.
Yeah.
Man can barely get it up. He can barely get it up. He's got a little tiny penis. And
He can't walk, and he has to drink water with two hands.
Yeah, so he's definitely, he's a real, in terms of, he farts and shits and pisses and shit.
Yeah, real men you usually don't punch 13-year-olds in the face while they're giving them head.
No, never.
Real men usually don't do that.
No. No, you didn't know. Normally you wake up screaming from that horrible dream.
Yeah.
Also, what I wanted to get into a little bit was Jeffrey Epstein's connections into Cipriani's and Soho House.
Oh,
How
really?
all of this shit
I love Soho House.
off the list.
Come on, no.
Cipriani's is like, it was the favorite place of Trump,
I could see
Jean-Luc
them running.
Bruel,
That would be a good place to
Epstein,
like bring.
Paolo Zampoli. All of these prostitutes went through Cipriani. All of these people were literally trafficked through the restaurant. They were trafficked through Soho House. Also, Jeffrey Epstein was specifically hooking people up with Cipriani and Soho House memberships as a way to, like, as little thank yous.
That's why they're so expensive.
That's why they're filled with fucking dickheads and predators.
Well, man, the good thing about dickheads and predators, they don't talk to you when you're around.
You see, that's the thing. Is
It's
that
like,
it's
you
true.
can just go and get your work done, and they'll shut up
It's
and
completely
like.
true. It's like, if you've ever been into a Delta Lounge in Milwaukee, you understand what that means, right? Because
everyone's
these Midwest businessmen fucking chat you up forever. All they want to do is yap about whatever garbage it is.
Let me tell you about plastic.
It's be like, I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be fucking dead. Tell me you're a human trafficker. At least that's interesting. But that's why I didn't go to Soho House.
Man, you've been to Soho House.
I've been inside of it, but I'm not a member.
I'm not a member either, but you know, I think it's more because I couldn't afford it.
But hey, Eddie, now you can afford to be a pervert. But yeah, I guess that's really all I wanted to get into but also all this comes from Michael Wolff. Michael Wolff, though, I think is interesting in the fact that he knows more than anybody. And whatever you think about him, and his call on this is just straight up, we have no idea what that press conference meant, and we have not gotten any answers yet.
Yeah, so she saw someone like showed her some pictures that they found.
Maybe. She also, because you also remember, she said that she didn't know Ghislaine. Meanwhile, cut through the email that we have Ghislaine calling her sweet pea.
Yeah.
And they all like, there were little things back and forth. There was a bunch of stuff deleted. Melania is a fucking liar as well.
Of course.
So Melania is also not that brilliant of a liar. I also thought it was amazing is that one of the big holes in her history came from several photographers saying the thing that's interesting about Melania is that, yes, she's objectively beautiful. She has a beautiful editorial face. But they were all like, she is shockingly bad at modeling.
Yeah.
She's bad at the job.
Well, she doesn't have, she only has one face.
Well, she doesn't, she just has the severe, well, she kind of smiles in these old ones, but most of them have something. They all specifically said she didn't have the fucking chops to be a model. So all of these guys had to help her.
That's why she had to fuck this guy.
Yes. And I think that, honestly, Melania does not want to talk about her main goal in life was to fuck a Donald Trump and to just allow that life to coast for her. But that's not a crime, Melania. It's not a crime to be a lazy woman.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not a crime. You could have lived that life, and guess what? None of us would have heard of you, and you would be having the time of your life right now. And Melania, I have a tip for you. Divorce him.
That'd be wild.
Do it right now. Go divorce him.
She got to be careful.
Now.
I mean, like one of his ex-wives randomly fell down the stairs mysteriously.
She had bad ankles.
And now she's buried on his property.
She had bad ankles.
They couldn't investigate.
Melania's on that reformer every 3 days. Melania has a sense of balance. Melania, you know where the bodies are buried. This is your time, Melania. This is your freedom. I'm calling to you, Melania. You can get out. You can get out, man.
Call to Amanda Ungaro, man.
Call Amanda.
I want her. I want to know everything she knows. If she says she could bring the whole thing down, I wanted to do it.
Well, yeah. Where are we at with that?
What the fuck? What do you mean? It's like now. It's like what? Are you extorting them
with the quickness?
Now I don't like you because you would just tell us if you fucking knew if you were doing the right thing.
She's not even extorting them because she would have gotten the money already. They were very fine with paying people for a while.
Yeah.
But also,
they deported her.
Yeah, they deported her, and she should immediately be spilling the beans.
Spent
and
the fact months in a detention camp.
Yep, and the fact that she's not spilling the beans is also really interesting, which shows that Paolo Zampoli has something on her. And I also think that guy's probably pretty fucking dangerous because Jeffrey Epstein said so as much as when he was talking with a Russian spy about hanging out with Zampoli, and he said, "Be very, very careful hanging out with him." And then he followed up with, "He always tells stories to the press."
Interesting. So there we go. Now we're talking. Now
we're here.
Now stories are coming out.
But these stories are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and Melania brought it back up from the dead, and I want to say thank you.
Here's something I noticed about this email Melania sent to Ghislaine. And I noticed a lot of the people always call Jeffrey Epstein J.E.
Yeah.
But, like, I would never be like, H.Z. I'd be like,
Because I'm not a billionaire.
Yeah. But you say Jeff, you say Mr. Epstein,
there are a lot of.
It's weird
I feel
to
like that
me.
it's a rich person's affectation.
Yeah.
I think it's a rich person's affectation.
Yeah, because that's a bizarre thing to me. I never really understood that.
But I like our buddy Billy Wayne. I'm going to start calling him BW.
B-dubs.
BW is a good name.
BW3 because he's got 3 names.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah,
Wow,
Billy
he's
Wayne
B-dubs.
Davis. Yeah, we're going to be with him in Alaska this week, and I'm very excited. We still got some tickets left for Fairbanks in Portland.
Yeah, come out to the fucking middle of nowhere, and also Portland. Where are we at in Portland?
We're at the Siren.
That's right.
On 420. Yeah, we're getting stoned in Portland.
Dude,
for
come out. We're
show.
going to be so fucking high. It's gonna be awesome.
We're going to, it's going to be great.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Summer means freedom. And for adults, summer means work next to freedom. But thanks to Mint Mobile's summer sale, it can almost feel like the work is playtime for the adults. Right now, all of Mint's plans are $15 per month, even unlimited. Free yourself from big wireless and switch to Mint Mobile for high-speed data and coverage on the T-Mobile 5G network. It's so well connected, I could call from anywhere. Deep from well within my bunker, where my AI-fueled robots slowly but surely toil for me, but I know for a fact I'm saving money on my phone plan. Or up above, where I'm training all of my giant Amazon female warriors who will fight in bulletproof mesh. Also, honestly, Mint Mobile's really cheap and it's really reliable, so you should use it. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 per 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com. If I think about where we were 20 years ago, and I think what we would use to protect our space, it would mostly involve bayonets, weed whackers, and assorted diesel-fueled dune buggies that we'd use to spread pollution so thick it kept the other improv comedians from stealing our material. But now, SimpliSafe has made all that so much easier. Using SimpliSafe here at the office has revolutionized our ability to use diesel-powered dune buggies for good, and not for chaos. Think about what your home security system does as an intruder approaches your house. Sits, waits, not much, just waits until the window breaks and then it goes, oh no. But then you get some kind of alarm and a notification. What if the whole point was to stop the chain events before it even happened? Unlike traditional security systems that'll only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help stop intruders before they get inside. It goes into their mind and makes them think of why they're doing this. I remember when we didn't have real security and all the podcasters were outside begging for our takes. Begging and scratching like a bunch of weasels. Now I can see them 25 feet away, and I can spray them with fire extinguisher liquid and stink gas. Not that it would make them smell any worse than they already did. Simply Safe helps me lord over them all. Simply Safe has been protecting your world for 20 years. Celebrate their anniversary with us and save 60% on your new Simply Safe system at simplysafe.com/LPOTL. That's 60% off at simplysafe.com/LPOTL. Plus, when you order, write in our show name in the How'd You Hear About Us survey in order to let them know we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Rise from your grave.
All right, let's get into some other news. Eddie, we have, again, another big update.
We got two big updates, but like, yeah, I mean, yeah. So we got, I think this show's mostly updates today.
Yeah, well, updates, but also new fucking information that it has come to light because of the updates. Rex Heuermann.
Yeah, this is the biggest one. I've been wanting to talk about this for so long.
This is a story I've been kind of avoiding because...
You haven't let me, and now we can.
Yes, well, the reason why I was avoiding it was because I wanted to, like, get some closure on it before we talked about it, because everybody was already calling him guilty. There was all of these documentaries.
They just saw his face and body and
he's just
demeanor.
He's a literal
and evidence.
Fucking monster. I mean, there was so much evidence. So
he
Rex,
is one of the scariest people I've ever seen in my life.
He is a very scary individual. Rex Heuermann, he has come out and he has finally pled guilty to 8 murders. He is the Long Island serial killer. He is Lisk. We know that the Gilgo Beach 4, that was when he was first arrested as a suspect in these 4 women that have went, 4 sex workers that were found on Gilgo Beach in 2010. And then from then on, like, Lisk kind of went away. Lisk went away. They didn't know quite what he was doing. And it turns out he was hiding in plain sight. Rex Heuermann, he's a 6'8", 330-pound fucking hulking, swollen-eyed beast who is a evil fuck. He came out and he basically just went, yes. His voice is amazing.
Yeah.
His voice is when they were like, do you plead guilty? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes.
He's just trying to sound defenseless.
Yes, I do. Yes. No, because then also when they first accused him, he cried and he was like, I would never do it. But it seems that, there was so much fucking evidence. First of all, there was
How did he get it's so crazy that like someone so massive could get away with murdering people for so long.
You know what I find interesting is this is, I think, why it took so long and then why they worked so fucking hard to nail his ass after the fact. So Rex Heuermann lived on Long Island surrounded by police.
You boys with the cops hung out with them all the time.
His number one subject, the thing that he was fascinated with, was serial killers. Rex Heuermann is one of those guys.
So he's like a fanboy.
He was a full fanboy of somebody specific. Ed Kemper,
really?
Another big boy. And so what he did was he read the book Mindhunter, and he got really into reading about Ed Kemper, and he learned from Ed Kemper. He learned from Ed Kemper about how when he understood Ed Kemper,
I do root for fat guys myself. Like whenever I see a lineman pick up the ball and start running for the end zone, I get so excited.
I mean, same. I miss fat actors. I miss many fat actors. I miss fat, ugly actors.
Yeah, no, I'm always rooting for him.
Every time. And so Ed Kemper, 6 foot, again, 8, 9. I want to say he was 9. He was called the co-ed killer. He was one of those. He around UCLA. He murdered his mother, decapitated her. He would do dry runs. So basically, Rex Heuermann learned from him, from this monster. Number one, Ed Kemper knew that his size might make women nervous. So he began to do dry runs where he would see how a woman would react if he put them into the car and then drove them past where he told them that he was going to take them, because he would pick up hitchhikers. So that's the first experiment. He would try to see these things just to see what people would do. Rex Heuermann knew.
That's like science experiment type shit. That's like hypothesis mixed with,
all you have to be is a tremendous loser.
Yeah.
And you can devote a lot of hours into killing women. Like, you just have to not have anything else going on. You know what I mean? You just have to be a talentless, fat-faced loser incel, right?
Yeah.
So Rex Heuermann learned from this which is interesting, because he had a wife and kids, but it wasn't enough. He's a sexual sadist. So he's one of those guys that kills and tortures for fun. Like he likes to do that is the pleasure that comes from like is all of the
So the
animal
women they
sequences.
found were like mutilated and shit?
Well, they were taken apart because he was moving the bodies. So
Okay.
this is one of those interesting things. I
don't really know much about this whole case, to be honest with you.
So it is, we now know it's 8 sex workers, probably 12 that were murdered, that were left along the Gilgo Beach area in Long Island for the last, 20 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
So they have been, once they finally nailed him, how they nailed him was that they put his very specific car at 2 separate scenes. He had bought this giant man's car.
Yeah, you got to kill in a Camry.
It's a yes, but he could fit in a Camry, so he had a green Avalanche. Ever seen an Avalanche?
No.
Look at this. Show it, Rob. An Avalanche. It's an extremely specific big man's car, especially in Long Island, right? So it was this giant fucking car, and it was forest green. That was the first thing.
It's pretty cool.
They tracked him back to his house. So according to police, whether you believe this or not, they put a stop on reporting of lists because they were like in their minds. Well, I do think it does make sense. They were like, we wanted Lisk to go to sleep. We wanted Lisk to go to sleep so that when he went to sleep, we could go looking for him. Right? Because we're going to put the pressure on, which is what he did. They hid a bunch of stuff behind. They eventually pulled all these things together. They found out about this giant man in an Avalanche, right? Because at first they didn't know whether or not Avalanche was his nickname, and then they finally realized it was a car, right? Because they kept saying Avalanche. They tied him to that. They followed him for a while. They see that he's this big, huge, lumbering guy. They finally go, and they take a piece of pizza crust that he had left behind, right? Which is why you always eat your crust.
Always eat your crust. Yeah.
Always eat your crust.
Yeah, I know you're trying to cut your carbs there, Rex.
That's not the time, man. That's the time.
Don't eat pizza.
Oh, it's good pizza.
Especially
Long Island.
Yeah, it's good, man.
And so the cops basically corroborated the DNA from the pizza to the piece of hair.
Pizza crust just sitting in his car?
No, they folled him.
Oh, and he threw it out the window like a cigarette?
No, he put it in a trash can.
Oh, okay.
And they picked it out of the trash can. And so he had so much evidence against him. So that when they got him, they actually worked. It worked. The plan worked. He went to sleep. So they got everything. They got all the hard drives, all the cars, all the cell phones. He had no time to get rid of anything. He had so much fucking evidence on him between the planning document. They had a whole planning document that had all of the things he wrote down.
You got to burn those.
He even wrote on the planning document, destroy planning document.
Oh.
Because he's a fucking moron. He's a fucking idiot. These are all guys that think that they're smarter than they are. Because
Finish your list, people. You make the list for a reason. Get to the end of it. And once you cross it all off, then you celebrate.
Then the list is done. I was looking at this one really interesting video that came from a podcast called Sinister with Josh Zaman. I don't really know it very well, but this guy came on, Mark Safarik, who was an FBI profiler. He does an hour-long uninterrupted talk about Rex Heuermann. And he said one of the things that's interesting about sexual sadists is because they take a lot of time. BTK. Green River Killer. Like he became like they take a lot of time.
Green River Killer was an idiot.
But they all take. You don't have to be an idiot to plan.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be a genius to plan. You know what I mean? You just need time. And so at first, our Lisk, he was spending a lot of time planning. And this guy, this FBI profiler, says, if you notice, the bodies go from farthest point to closest point. So you could see his very first kill, he drove as far out as he could.
Because he was scared.
But then you watch him get more comfortable with each kill. And then you watch him see exactly where he put the body, which I thought was really interesting. He's like, serial killers don't use curves in roads. They don't use blind hills. They don't use these things. You want a flat stretch of road in which you can see miles down either way of a highway for hours at night.
Gotcha.
So
that
this
makes sense.
So it's like this stuff. What's very interesting. The sexual.
You don't want a Fargo situation.
No, and sexual sadists also the plannings and is also part of the kink. It's a part of the whole sexual thing. So it became his whole life. And then I do think it was also interesting that the FBI profiler finds out. He's like, normally too with sexual sadists, they die out like in terms of their criminality, dies out like around the age of 50.
When they start going impotent.
Yeah. And that when they start losing the want, you start to see it go. And you see it here too, around 47 years old, Rex Heuermann. He can't even get it up for murder anymore.
Yeah. Well,
So he has
also,
to
he
stop.
probably, I'm sure his heart's all clogged and shit.
Yeah, he's a big fat piece of shit. You can hear him like, that's one of the worst parts of when he comes in to plead guilty, was that you just hear, man, he's got that James Gandolfini resting snore.
Oh.
You know, like, you ever see James Gandolfini's last movie?
Oh, yeah.
You can hear it on his lav mic.
Yeah, they couldn't do nothing about it.
There's nothing you could do about it. Where it's
Enough
like,
said, right?
Yeah. Where it's same thing. Rex Heuermann is standing next to it, you know, towering, big, fucking, fat, evil meatball. He's going.
Yeah, they'll just find him dead from sleep apnea in his cell one day.
Yeah, he'll die in there. And I think that largely the reason why he pled guilty, because he was going to fight it. But I think the reason why he pled guilty is because he did not want to bring his family into it.
He's a family?
Oh, yeah.
Well, his daughter was already getting pulled into it.
And she was defending him, too.
Yeah, like, because she was just
Of course she was.
She was just a goth girl who was
Yes.
into, like, murder podcasts. So
Oh.
they immediately
So they were
like,
gonna-
she's involved.
They were
Like,
going to destroy her.
Oh, man. Well, she's got to be really excited.
But I do find it interesting.
She is the story, finally. Yeah.
It's finally me. Oh, I knew this would finally happen to me. But yeah, that's the Rex Heuermann
Do we-
update.
do we
are
think there's more?
absolutely going to do a series. Yeah.
There has to be more, right?
Oh, well, 12 at least.
20 years. I mean, like, that's less than one a
12
year.
over 20 is quite a bit.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Like, I
He
thought,
killed like what would happen is that
did he do it like in bundles, or did he do it like one every
Yes.
like year and a half?
It seemed he would do like 1, 1, 1, 3.
Interesting.
That's kind of how he did it.
There's cooldown periods
Yes.
between them, too. That's part of the whole serial killer thing.
And he's getting psychological feedback from planning the next one. So Rex Heuermann, we're absolutely going to do a last podcast on the left on him at some point, just because the idea of somebody being amongst the police, being embedded in police
and
is
he
really
was a
interesting.
construction guy, right?
He was an architect.
Yeah.
He actually has an architectural degree, unlike Melania.
He was.
You know,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wasn't he like respected in the community? Or
Well,
no?
he had a job. He worked for
Yeah.
the city.
Okay.
You know, he was like an accredited real architecture guy. Like he was like a real.
That could be bodies like in cement and shit,
Who knows?
right?
Who knows? He has a lot of. I'm just saying, we got him. He has decided to put himself to bed. He doesn't get to wear suits anymore, and he's going to be very safe in jail.
Yeah.
So,
Usually they stick to, like, their thing, too. His thing was just dropping them off at the beach.
and girls.
Yeah, and girls.
Yeah.
So
He probably. There's a lot of talk about. More than likely, he went back to visit them. Because we now know that that's like a major MO of a sexual sadist.
Really,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They go back and spend time with them.
man. It's
Total control.
It's so weird. Like, just go.
You're right, Eddie. It is really weird. I never
Yeah.
thought of it like that before.
Yeah. It's like I mean, because I always look at from a rational angle. You know, like I try to look at it like, all right, I'm a serial killer. How would I get away with this? First thing I would do is not go back to the body.
Well, again, Eddie, you don't want to have sex with these bodies. You're not you know what you're really missing here is you're not a serial killer. So that's the problem is that
Yeah.
you're missing the motivation. Because that's what it's about. It's about motivation.
You're right. You're right.
All right, we have another update.
Oh my God.
Another fucking update.
Finally, this one's brought to you by Crime Wave at Sea.
CrimeWaveAtSea.com/last. It's sponsoring this story because we don't go on Carnival.
Yeah, that's right. We won't do it. Life is a carnival, but not for these people. Florida teen officially is facing a life sentence in the cruise ship killing. Yes, the 16-year-old is officially charged with murdering his 18-year-old stepsister.
So, well, we knew this, but the horrible thing is the update is that she was, yes, and sexually assaulted. So that is indeed true.
The little bit of like, I was trying to my best to give this kid like a little bit of like, oh, maybe it was an accident or roughhousing.
You were really trying, yeah.
And then it's
It
just,
was not.
I can't anymore.
No,
it's
it's
official. Like he's he sucks.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Guess what, man? It's too much porn out there, man.
It really,
I love porn. We got to know porn's not real.
Yeah, I can't help but think about that. Like how like stepbrother porn and stepsister porn like has to have something to do with this.
Yeah, but
And it's
also
just like-
it does and it doesn't.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I know
It does
that
and it does.
It does. It's
It does
not
and it
good,
doesn't.
man.
The thing about
Why
again,
can't you just want to fuck a person you know?
it's still
Like,
legal.
why does it have to be like? Why?
It's still crazy illegal to have sex with your step sibling.
Yeah.
It's legal.
I know, but I just feel like you put all that evil juju in the air, and this is what happens. It comes back to bite you eventually.
Well, I think that there's a distinct difference between the presence of porn and somebody becoming so wrapped up in the pornography that they believe that the scenarios are happening for real. And when you're a little dude and you have no fucking idea because you're a moron.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna become pizza delivery guy and I'm gonna get laid all the time.
Well, my stepsister's now in the crew's bedroom with me. That I've seen that in 3 of my websites.
I was a plumber.
Yes.
It's not.
No, it's
how
not.
It goes.
No,
I know
it
it's
is
not.
not. It is
No,
not.
you see a lot of guys like me going, yeah, the patient's in here. Yeah, we had a long Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was me, Murray.
They're liars.
Who was my old buddy,
Yeah.
Phil the Spreader. He did concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and he gaped for gay porn.
yeah, but
Love Phil.
this happened in Florida, so this kid could be fucked.
No, I thought that it made legal there.
Yeah, you're right.
To rape your stepsister. I thought it was legal there because they said that it was she was asking for it by getting involved with
That's-
the previous marriage, them being their parents.
It's northern Florida.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. South Florida.
Do you have to deal with that around the? Did you have a lot of at the P-Funk Festival? Did you have a lot of stepbrothers and stepsisters hanging out there? Or?
No. The P-Funk Festival, there were no steps. We'll get it. I don't want to attach them to the story.
You don't?
No.
So that's all the update is to show that unfortunately Browsers is not real.
Yeah.
Don't let him. It's not real. It's never going to be real. No, your stepsister doesn't want to have sex with you. Your stepsister definitely doesn't. Your
Yeah.
stepsister wants you far away from her as humanly possible.
Yeah.
But I will say, Eddie, I know what you're saying. On the little screen, it's okay. They're actors and actresses. But I do think on some level, we should probably steer it back to, I miss employment-based pornography.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You like that?
I miss employment-based.
But that's bad too.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about? That's the whole Me Too movement.
No, but that's fun. Again, Eddie, I'll say this is where I'll maybe even speak to slightly. Power play dynamics in a sexual situation make a lot of sense in terms of simulated sexual play. Those power dynamics is where you would explore those that in an environment like that.
As long as the lady's doing the interviewing.
You got it. You got it, Eddie.
I need a disclosure situation.
Oh, believe me.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the woman boss.
Yeah. No.
No, I don't like the woman secretary.
Yeah.
I like the woman boss. I am. I'm all about that. Y'all know me.
Well, this 16-year-old.
Y'all know my MILF style.
Yeah. This 16-year-old is now facing federal counts of first-degree murder and aggravated sexual abuse.
Bye-bye.
Now, is first degree the right thing to put on this?
Yes, very much so.
You think so?
Yep, it was all planned. And sponsored by Carnival Cruises. And that's the worst part, which is why over at Crime Wave at Sea, we don't go on Carnival because, we like to treat our fans like royalty.
That's right.
Over on Royal Caribbean Lines, truly one of the most beautiful ships you can be on, and some of the best entertainment possible over at Crime Wave at Sea. Last podcast on the left is excited to collaborate with Audible. Audible has a massive range of ad-free crime fiction, nonfiction, and true crime podcasts. There's so many things you could do while you're listening to an audiobook. You can clean up your own personal crime scene. And that's easy to do, and you can learn it all from books. Some people also listen to audiobooks to go to sleep. But you could check out podcasts like This American Life, titles from true crime greats like Michael Connelly and Agatha Christie, and Audible originals like Dr. Death, The Cowboy. You can find whatever you're looking for on Audible. Plus, you can multitask while you do it. Find your next mystery on Audible. Audible. Stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/left. Is there anything better than a summer evening outdoors? Enjoy your space to the fullest with new greenery from fast-growing trees. I love a big, thick bush. Fast Growing Trees is America's largest, most trusted online nursery, and they can send me a big, thick bush any time of the day. It arrives at work. It arrives at my car. I can pinpoint on a Google map where it is. Send me a big, thick, brown bush. And they send it immediately when they have it, because sometimes the shaver comes to town. I remember one time I ordered a cherry wood tree from Fast Growing Trees. And my God, I couldn't cut it down, no matter what my father told me to do. I had to lie to him about it. And next thing you know, I became the first president of the United States of America. And even you can become the first president of the United States of America with Fast Growing Trees. Right now, get up to half off select summer planting essentials, plus get an additional 20% off your first purchase with code LEFT at checkout. That's an additional 20% off at fastgrowingtrees.com with code LEFT at checkout. Offer is valid for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. It's so important to remember with the busyness of the holidays, every holiday, Arbor Day, that day about the planet, President's Day. There's so many things to adapt to in this life, and it doesn't follow a perfect plan. God, ruins the whole weekend. But therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform, it can be a space to pause, reevaluate, and adjust to any unexpected changes. With over 30,000 therapists worldwide, BetterHelp is one of the leading online therapy platforms, having served millions of people globally. BetterHelp makes it easier to fit therapy into your routine. You're in good hands, too. BetterHelp therapists have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience, and hold all required education, training, and certifications. It's easy to do, and the help is better over there. You don't have to navigate life's changes alone. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/lastpod. That's betterhelp.com/lastpod.
Rise from your grave.
Well, now that we're done talking about this kid murdering his sister, P-Funk Fest was wonderful.
And Orno.
It was totally legal.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of fun.
That is great. And what was your favorite? What was the favorite moment?
So I have a couple favorite moments, but I got to say, first off, shout out to Shonda Clinton and Shoshana Zisk. They put on an amazing festival. They were so much fun to work with. Shonda Clinton, she is the Sativa Diva. I didn't realize it until I met her. I'm like, you're a Sativa Diva. She's like, oh yeah, honey. So I gave her a big blunt. They love me. But my favorite moment was when I show up, they're like, okay, so you're leading the ribbon cutting ceremony. I was like, what? And there's a proclamation given to George Clinton from the county of Leon.
Is this when you just got off a plane?
Dude, I was there for like an hour.
Oh,
and
my
they were
God.
like, I'm sitting there. I don't know. I'm trying to I'm trying to win everyone over. So I'm wearing like George Clinton paint the White House black t-shirt. And they got me up there with like county commissioners and billionaires and judges and shit.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like doing a ribbon cutting ceremony with George. And I'm just like doing my best. I curse immediately.
Oh, yeah,
like,
of course.
I'm just not ready for this at all. And I just like immediately, I'm just like, and we're starting this festival off with the least funky people in the house.
But that was great, though.
It was great. We did the whole thing, and first band came out, and then afterwards, just to like make sure they didn't stick around or anything, I just went on a huge DeSantis rant.
Yeah, good work.
I was just like, just let everyone know where we stand. I'm also trying to win everyone over. I should not be a part of this.
No.
I should not be the MC of like the blackest thing I've ever been to.
No,
but it worked out.
And you were.
I'm a super fan. That's why it kind of worked out, is because I know everything about P-Funk.
You do know everything about fucking
and
people.
so it was great. And then, but the best part was bringing Holden, and I made Holden play this character called Frank the Unfunky Cop.
Yeah,
because I was really worried about just getting booed, and so I was just like,
why did I make it purposeful?
Yeah, I was like, what I'll do is I'll bring a foil. That way I'm not the foil. So I'm like, who do I know that's the biggest foil on earth?
Holden McNeil.
Holden McNeil is the biggest foil on earth.
Especially for a crowd of older African-American people.
Honestly, I can't believe like I slowly won them over throughout the night. And it's just like, honestly, I've never been so proud of myself. I thought like at the end of it, Holden and I both looked at each other because we didn't bring it up beforehand. We're like, I was very scared.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, so I had this reoccurring bit with Holden where he played Frank the Unfunky Cop, and he kept that coming out and like telling people like to stop dancing and don't do drugs and stuff. And then like the second time he came out, he had like a boa, and he's like, "I ate a cookie."
I love that fucking shit.
All that shit, it was
dude,
great. And then I turned him into Sir Nose, and like he started like dancing. I'll show a video later on the stream next week or something. But yeah, he was like literally like, I'm like, because Sir Nose, I don't know if last time you see him, he like always like picks up his shirt and shows his abs.
Yeah, he's like a sexy guy. Yeah,
and so like I was like jerk nose, shitty white guy, Sir Nose, show him your abs. And he's like pulls up his shirt. He's like, I have an umbilical hernia. Don't look at it.
And I saw the video. I also love the fact that like Ed showed me the video, and you just hear older black people just talking about old men like,
just go, what an asshole.
What an asshole. God, it's
good. So great. And
then
there was a big tribute, and I dressed like Gary Scheider. I put on a diaper, and like while I'm on stage, like giving this like meaningful tribute in a diaper, like honestly bringing tears to the eyes of the people in the audience, because I'm like reading a poem about death, like, but the guy who I was honoring, Gary Scheider, his son Garrett Scheider, go listen to his shit. It's fucking awesome. He was in the band coming up next, and he came on stage, and he like, what the fuck are you doing? And I told him this great story about the time I met his dad, which was I was backstage at the 930 Club in DC watching P-Funk, and he had brought me on stage earlier because I was the only person backstage dancing and stuff, and so he like brought me on stage, like giving high fives to people, and then later on I'm sitting backstage and he comes up to me and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to talk to Gary Scheider. I'm so excited. And he looks me, he's in a diaper, looks me up and down, grabs my beer out of my hand, takes a swig, and he goes, tastes like piss.
Yeah.
And gave it back to me. It was just like, it was amazing. I had such an amazing time. The first annual P-Funk Fest was a total success. Make sure you check them out on the road. I feel like they're in like a really good space right now as a band, which is crazy to say after like 70 years.
But because I was watching some footage, it seems like they're a little bit more stripped down. Yeah. It's very tight. George is fucking present.
He was jumping, dude. He was so ready. He was having the best time.
84 years old.
He's almost 85. He was celebrating his 85th birthday, which is in July.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. No, it was incredible. And then the show in Jacksonville was great too, at the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Stadium.
Yeah, so much fun. So much fun.
We had Lexi on stage, and shout out to Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and Evan Rossi for coming out. Dude, it was so much fun.
Our live shows are we've gotten really good at them. You gotta come check them out. Come check out Netflix is a Joke. We're gonna have some special guests too over May 7th
at the Avalon Theater, 9:45 p.m. That's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a lot of shows coming up. We'll tip you off about all that later on.
Fucking shows.
Oh
wow, we went a whole hour without talking about the other major story of the week.
Oh, that someone tried to kill Sam Altman?
No, not even that one.
Oh.
That one's a serious story.
Oh, are you talking about this chimpanzee civil war?
Chimp war!
Yes. Two brothers, one wore blue and one wore gray.
Chimp war!
And there's a chimpanzee war. That's right. The world's... This comes from the BBC. Thank you, BBC. Hey, you know what? We owe you some credit after we took you down so hard for 3 weeks.
Chimp
The world's largest group of chimpanzees apparently have been in a brutal civil war for over 8 years.
Dude, I found interesting is that they said that it very rarely happens.
Yeah, well, news travels slowly out of the chimp world.
It's hard because they don't have social media.
Yeah, and they're always trying to call you on bananas, and they're like, dude, look, guys, I know it looks like a phone, but it don't work. It was a joke.
Get a razor phone.
Yeah.
But Jane Goodall, first of all, I want to say before we get into the
shout
story,
out to that dead old bitch.
No, she's dead. She's dead. But I want to say that
she's honestly one of my favorite people.
I've unfairly been a part of the. I mean this. I've been unfairly part of the. Let's just say some of the more vicious rumors about Jane Goodall, and I just want to say I'm sorry because I'm going to come out here for the very first time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to unequivocally say that she has never had sex with the chimpanzee. I know that she hasn't, but
I mean, she can't. confirm or deny it.
But she did allow some local men to sleep in her tent for some time with her GameCube. That is, she did do that. She had a GameCube and she would parlay sexual favors for time at the GameCube.
They won.
But those are men.
Yeah.
They're human men and some women.
Oh man, we talked
But
about
Jane
when
Goodall saw a war.
Oh yeah, she saw a war.
Because she said that she had thought that chimps were inherently peaceful.
The Gombe chimpanzee war she witnessed.
So this isn't like
back
new.
in the 70s.
So what's going on?
This happens all the time. You know, like chimpanzees, they go to war when they, you know, but this is like, but they're, what's interesting about this one is that we have more than ever, we're able to study it. And so basically with this one is.
Which one's done by Jeffrey Rush? Right? Wasn't he in Planet of the Apes? No. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. You're getting them confused.
The other one. Mark Wahlberg? Who's in that one? Gary Oldman.
Mark Wahlberg's in the really bad Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton one.
Yes.
That's the one he's in. Yeah. Each one of the new good Planet of the Apes have a new good actor.
Oh, what's his name?
Woody Harrelson's in one.
Woody Harrelson, and then the other guy
Jason Clarke's
who
in
only
one.
plays monkeys.
Andy
Serkis.
Andy Serkis, Andy Serkis. He plays Caesar. But anyway, so the Ngogo chimpanzees at Uganda's Kambale National Park have been at war since 2018, where they have been 24 chimp-on-chimp murders, 17 of which are infants.
So how many arms are we selling them, and what do they get from Iran?
I mean, honestly, thank God they don't have weapons.
Man.
But actually, that's not true, because like sometimes they do use sticks and rocks.
They do.
Yeah, which is fucking wild. But this is true, brother on brother, blue versus gray, for eons. This was a beautiful community. 200 chimps used to be friends, lovers. They would hold hands. They known they were, but now they are enemies. And what happened? Why? So
what breaks people up like this besides... Was it a lady?
No, honestly, they don't know, and it could be.
Oh, yeah, sure.
A lot of it is like males, like fighting for dominance and stuff like that. But
then because one was like, I know that one with Jane Goodall was like, the main leader was a monkey named Mike.
Yes.
Right? He was an ape named Mike. And then it seemed that one of the younger people that was like his right-hand man was like, decided Mike shouldn't be in charge anymore.
Basically.
And then took 3 dudes and they walked away from everybody, and then that caused like a fight.
Yeah. And there were other chimps called Goliath. She named one of the chimps Satan.
Yeah, I know, it's strange.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
but I think it was because like the Latin term meaning like nemesis.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So in 2015, they started to separate, and basically in 2018 the war began. And the Western group is the aggressors. The West had launched 24 targeted attacks, and basically every time they kill one, the numbers could be way higher.
Oh, sure.
This is just what we know.
But also, I find it interesting is how pointed the murders are, how the kills are pointed in their little society too. Like it's actual warfare.
Yes.
It's like pointed at 2 specific groups.
Yeah, Planet Earth did a really good job. They had a good segment about a chimpanzee war that they got.
I remembered that from back in the day. And
Yeah.
it was the whole like, and as you can see, there, what a wonderful, wonderful view into the intimate world of the warrior as he smashes the infant baby against her neck. I look at the joy
I'm sorry.
in which he celebrates his victory over the child.
Yeah, and basically, chimps are omnivores. They eat a lot of vegetables. It's mostly, they're more herbivore than carnivore.
But I got a lot of messages when we asked this question about other animals, and most animals are opportunity eaters. Like,
yes.
No matter what. Like a rhino will eat like a little squirrel every once in a while.
Chimps will eat bugs. They definitely eat a shit ton of bugs.
They
like eating turtles. For some reason they like getting in their shells and getting the meat out. It's probably fun for them.
And turtles taste good.
Yeah, and they eat tiny mammals. Sometimes they eat even smaller monkeys. But while at war, they turn cannibalistic.
Yeah, they eat the other people.
But they do it like it's never not at war. It's never like a chimp dies and they eat it. You know, that never happens. They like kill the chimp and eat it in front of like their families. And like they rip, and it's usually an infant, and they call it infanticide. And they'll usually, and sometimes the women chimps do it as well.
Can we do this to a lot of senators?
We could, if their children are young enough, I believe we can.
I would love to do this. I feel like it would teach them some lessons.
And so they're trying to figure out, like, all right, so 24 are dead, 7 of them are adult males, 17 are infants, all right? And here's what they think it started the war, maybe. This is their theories, all right? The first were the deaths of 5 adult males and 1 adult female for reasons unknown in 2014. This could have started with disputed social networks and weakened social ties to the subgroups. The following year, there was a change in the alpha male, which the study says coincided with the first period of separation between the Western and Central groups. Changes in the dominance hierarchy can increase aggression and avoidance in chimpanzees. All right. Third factor was the deaths of 25 chimpanzees, including 4 adult males and 10 adult females.
Like it was an accidental death, or
there was a respiratory epidemic in 2017.
Wow,
and
you're
so
literally looking at like the way systems are affected in human world, or how they're affected in that world too.
Well, that is exactly where this all goes, because why this is so interesting is that they're looking at this as like how ancient man developed conflict.
Yes.
And like how it wasn't always, you know, so it wasn't always just like based off of like racism. And sometimes it was opportunity.
Well, it's just lots of stuff. It's the fact that it's an inherent part of our, like there's some part of the monkey part of our brain.
Yes. Please.
I'm sorry. There's some part of it that puts us in this place.
So
we like to fight.
According to the BBC, if chimpanzees, one of the species closest to humans genetically, could do so without human constructs of religion, ethnicity, and political beliefs, then relational dynamics may play a larger casual role in human conflict than often assumed.
But I mean, look at what we just covered when we covered the Hatfields and McCoys.
Exactly.
Right? You like basically see this like entire war set off.
These are families that hate each other.
Yes, and you're literally seeing it on an animal level, which is that like, what does that speak to? Do you think that speaks to, is it wonderful that we share this trait in terms of like a thing that we can see, or is it one of those like, ooh, that's where it comes from?
I mean, I think it just shows that chimpanzees are just like fucking 40,000 years behind us, and they're going to catch up eventually.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I fucking try it.
You know what is, I find the fact that
you don't want this smoke, chimps. You don't want this fucking smoke.
Dude, they will fucking rip your lips off.
I'm not saying fight me. No, I'm not saying fight me. I'm saying you don't want the modern world, chimps. You don't need an economy. Okay, live your life.
You know how much a chimp would love like a fucking porn tablet?
I mean, that's easy. That we can hook up.
All right. How about
I can get to make a bunch of AI porn of Jane Goodall for these guys.
This shows a way that chimps are very advanced. This is my favorite thing that I learned about reading this story. Apparently, because of all of this war and stuff, that lady chimps, when they have a baby, because sometimes like there have been reports of them killing an infant that are like hours old.
Yeah.
You know, and so they have maternity leave. Chimpanzees have maternity leave. Like they'll send her to a secluded, safe place in the forest, and she'll live there with her baby chimp until it becomes old enough to kind of like walk around and fend for itself a little bit. So they have like a form of maternity leave.
That's fascinating.
Isn't that cool?
That dude, we're just, and again, it's like how, like the percentage between us and them is like what? Like 2%?
I have no idea.
Like our DNA is like,
well, we're closest to, was it macaques?
The macaques?
Macaques are the ones we're closest to.
The bonobos.
Or was it one of the two?
Something like this. Yeah, I think that chimps are like, they're, well, wow.
Sharing approximately 95 to 98% of their DNA.
Wow.
Look at that. That's AI though.
Yeah. According to Reddit.
Yeah, how much DNA do we share with AI?
Can chimps use bots to prop up a fucking band that they created in order to create it look like it was a natural groundswell for them, but instead they just turns out they're all industry plants?
You fucking jerk off.
I don't think they can.
The bonobo is the closest.
The bonobo is the closest. Macaque.
Yeah, the bonobo.
I think I just like saying the macaque.
The macaque.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with that.
Because think about this, because geese was created by industry plants and bots. robots, right? The band geese. Think about what happens
Is that
when
why
you
they're
get
so
the
good?
band the chimps.
Oh, there has to be a chimps band. I imagine surf rock.
Yeah, sure.
If I were to guess what the band called the Chimps are, I'm guessing surf rock.
I'm looking at them right now.
There has to be a
The
Chimps.
chimps.
The Chimps band
With
at
a Z?
Summerfest.
Summerfest,
There's a
Wisconsin.
chimps with a Z.
Okay.
They
Let's hear it.
are.
Lock and load.
Yeah,
right.
this is rap, rock, metal, punk.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Exactly like what we thought it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Good and lame and fun.
Oh wow.
I like them.
Yeah, chimps.
Chimsies.
Oh, and then there's the chimps. That has some chimps on instruments.
Either way, I'm rooting for you, Central Chimps. You know, hopefully you're able to pull this out. But it seems like these Western guys are a little more tough.
I would like to send you in to negotiate, Eddie. I think that if you went in,
All right. So we got a peanut machine for.
all right. This is called a fleshlight. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate how you all use the fleshlight.
All right, you're gonna want to spend extra time looking at this one, Goliath.
All right, come on now, take a look. Everybody, come closer. Come closer. Come closer.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, wow, we did it, Eddie.
What a nice day. Do we have any listener mail? Do we have any listener mail stingers left?
We do, actually.
Oh, I kind of wanted. What did you think? I wanted to know. I wanted to think of a new bit for us. I sent it to you, but we never talked about it. I guess. Where it's just like I wanted to talk. Where are we eating? We're going to be in Lexington soon. I want to know where we're eating.
No, because Jackie already has a whole food-based thing she is shoehorned in her fucking show.
Where are we eating?
We can't just do. Eddie wants to do a segment that's just called "What We Eat."
What we eat?
That people send
Where
us,
we go?
so
We
people
send
can
us to
tell us
restaurants.
restaurants.
Yeah, but I go in because restaurants are having a hard time. I want to support restaurants.
But we do it anyway.
And we do it anyway.
If we make a
but I
what
just
we're
want a
eating-
stinger. I want a stinger. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
Side stories,
Use this,
LPO
use
tell.
this. Yeah.
Just wants
I love
I love
stingers.
stingers.
I like stingers are great.
I do too.
Yeah. Make an I'm so hungry one, please, sir.
Yeah, if we could. Oh God.
We got a lot of mail. We got a lot of mail about the NASA. We got
Well, one thing I thought was interesting is that someone brought up within the NASA, like, because we were being very funny about the Artemis 2. I'm glad that they splashed down safe and they did all this shit, and it's promoting space travel. And we're like, there's a lot of people who are like, it's a hopeful thing to think about. That's why we like it.
Yes.
We're thinking about it. We know that Artemis 2 and the Artemis program has extended, like, what they want to do. They want to build a base on the moon in order to go from the moon to Mars.
technology should be leaning towards us learning. You know,
I do
bare
understand.
minimum.
I do understand, but I also will say I got a really interesting email that I thought brought a interesting perspective about NASA. Is that it's an extremely exclusive place to work. It's hard to get a job there, and 95% of people that try to get a job at NASA actually work in the military industrial complex making propulsion technology and working for them to blow shit up and kill people. So
interesting.
it does kind of seem that NASA might be not propaganda as much as it's a way to inspire people to get into these industries, which then we use to kill people.
Once you get really good, they're like, hey, how would you like a raise?
Literally, and then they bring you
yeah.
over to make stuff that blows people up.
Yeah.
But I
How
also
would you like to live inside of a mountain?
My only issue, because again, I love space travel. I guess, and I am excited about space, and I do believe in aliens.
I
and
want more of it.
But I do believe a lot of shit's going on here right now, which is why, like, I have some issues with it, right? Like, only just because there is a lot going on, and the economy's in the shitter. It is. I just paid $7.75 a gallon for gas.
Where were you?
In the neighborhood, and I just think that we need to have a little bit of perspective, and I'm going to just read this little poem real quick so you can feel a little bit of perspective. This comes from Gil Scott Heron. A rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Her face and arms began to swell, and Whitey's on the moon.
Yep.
I can't pay no doctor bills, but Whitey's on the moon. 10 years from now, I'll be paying still. Wow, Whitey's on the moon. The man just upped my rent last night, 'cause Whitey's on the moon. No hot water, no toilets, no lights, but Whitey's on the moon. I wonder why he's upping me. Is it because Whitey's on the moon? Well, I was already giving him $50 a week with Whitey on the moon. Taxes taking my whole damn check. Junkies making me a nervous wreck. The price of food is going up. And as if all that shit wasn't enough, a rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon. Her face and arm began to swell. And Whitey's on the moon. Was all that money I made last year for Whitey on the moon?
Yep.
How come I ain't got no money here? Oh, Whitey's on the moon. You know, I just about had my fill of Whitey on the moon. I think I'll send these Dr. Bill's Airmail special to Whitey on the moon. And the only one, because again, I love it. I love space travel, but we do have a lot of fucking problems here. So I would say we might want to focus on some of them, because some of these are going to get our precious CEO killed.
Yeah.
You know, Sam Altman, he's in danger.
Oh, he certainly is in danger.
He's in danger, so we better be careful with that.
Someone threw a Molotov cocktail at his house.
Oh, no.
Is that better?
Yeah. Oh, no. All right, so this is the last real email that I want to read that I thought was interesting.
Please.
Last little response to our March Madness. These are my favorite responses. The reason why I'm reading this is because it's an awesome response. It's the detail I like to see, and it's the kind of person I trust to make these types of decisions.
Put some time into your response.
This is an active DM.
Is the guy unemployed?
No, he's employed. He specifically puts that in his email.
Okay.
That he did this on company dime.
Oh, great. Even
Yes,
better.
Which I love.
Yeah.
Dungeons & Dragons Updated Monster Manual that was released in 2025 actually includes a stat block for something called a flesh golem, whose flavor text referring to it as body parts bound together by misused magic or strange science. And it's included aversion to fire trait, make it the ideal candidate to stand in for our Boris Karloff Frankenstein's monster. The 1985 Chicago's Bears, though, is a little trickier, because there's not many creatures that could honor their legendary defensive line, and an astonishing 4 shutouts. The closest thing would be a werebear, but 8 of these could be much too powerful to make an entertaining fight. So in honor of the mascot and for its claw attack ability to knock an opponent prone, simulating a tackle, we will be using the stat block of a brown bear. Both of these creatures' statistics are attached. What makes the matchup interesting is that while their armor classes and attack bonuses are different, AC 11 to 9, attack plus 5 to an attack plus 7, they actually even out, so both creatures only need to roll a 4 or higher on a d20 to hit. That's an 85% chance. However, both parties have vastly different damage output, with our Frankensteins delivering over twice as much potential damage per round as a bear, 26 max damage versus 12 max damage, respectively, in a one-on-one matchup, and has a 5.77 times as much health, 127 hit points versus 22 hit points as a brown bear. Hypothetically, with each Frankenstein would be able to take out 1 brown bear per round, napkin math probability for 2 13 damage hits at 85% come up to about 22 damage average. Bear damage comes out to a little over 10 damage, and with each bear only having an average of 22 hit points, things aren't looking good, with the Frankensteins reducing the number of bears and therefore their damage output per round. If all 8 bears focus on a single Frankenstein at a time, and the bears act first since they have +1 to their initiative versus the Frankenstein's -1, they'd still be losing at least 2 bears per round since both Frankensteins would be attacking. After the first 2 bears die, their damage output drops from around 81.6 to 61.2. The second round has another 2 bears die, but there would be more than enough bears to take down 1 Frankenstein with at least 1 bear attack to spare. This brings the next round to 1 minorly wounded Frankenstein versus 4 bears. Third round, have the bear strike with an average of 40.8 points, bringing the last Frankenstein to around 70.4 HP, wherein he'll be killing another bear and further decreasing their damage output. This would continue on, and assuming no critical hits, there would be no bears standing and a single Frankenstein barely alive but victorious with approximately 9.4 hit points. Interesting. However, remember that claw attack?
Yeah.
Our brave sports ballers have the ability to knock an opponent prone. right? Which gives the attacker advantage, approximately +5 to their attack chance, and the defender disadvantage, -5 attack chance. This will increase the bear's average damage output to approximately 11 and decrease our Frankenstein's average damage output to around 21, which is just barely enough for a bear to survive. Instead of 2 bears per round, the 1985 Chicago Bears would be able to knock the Abominations over quickly enough for a few key bears to get a good hit in, for the Frankensteins to be enabled a good whack. They would then be enough to take down the shambling monster quicker in the second round so they can turn their attention to the final opponent, and almost half of our Super Bowl 20 able to Super Bowl shuffle their way to victory. Wow.
Well, they don't have claws, though, because they're humans.
I fucking can't even. He didn't even listen to any of it, Rob.
I just hate that
Not a
there's-
single bit of it entered.
I saw him tune out.
I know, a single bit of it. He couldn't figure it out.
I just had no idea D&D had this much math.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That makes
all
me
math,
hate
dude.
it more.
I just know it's awesome.
I thought it was just play pretend.
No,
Now
it
I know
makes it
it's-
real.
Now it's math.
No,
too?
math
It's
makes it
and,
real.
Like, and imagination.
No, math is what makes it real.
It's math and improv together.
Yeah,
But they're not bears. They're humans.
but he. Thank you for your service, my good sir. And also, he said that took about 60 of our tax dollars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, instead of working on spreadsheets.
Well,
That's what he said.
That's good. I appreciate that. I like you spending our tax money that way instead of us just sending it, putting it into missiles.
Honestly, we're just paying it right now, so it's all. Anybody?
Man, it was a hard year to pay taxes. Shout
Yeah, it
out
was.
to tax day today.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking assholes, man.
Well, love every day.
By the way, one of the members of the 85 Bears defense, Steve Mongo McMichael, just died of CTE.
Great. Mongo.
Well, he died last year, but it was just revealed that he had CTE.
Wasn't that from Blazing Saddles?
Yeah, that was Mongo, but that was Alex Karras, who played for the Detroit Lions.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, love every day knowing you're going to learn new facts about Blazing Saddles every single day of your life. You're never going to stop. Live knowing you got a little puppy who's trying to come at you in your outro.
Yes,
and your
yes,
little
sir.
puppy.
He's done, man.
And I laugh and I love little champ.
Oh, but we got a lot of shows coming up. We're going to be in Anchorage this weekend. Come see us. If you're there, you already got tickets. That's good. Fairbanks almost sold out. There's some tickets. Get those left. Portland's also almost sold out. Get tickets for that. Lexington, Kentucky on April 26th. That one's almost sold out. Get tickets to that if you can. Netflix is a joke. Plenty of tickets. Going against.
Honestly, please
going
come
against.
But listen,
too many stars.
Come to Netflix. We're up against these fucking movie stars. They suck, all right? They won't be there for you.
Yeah.
We'll say hello after the show.
We have our own special guests coming too, so don't worry about
Yeah.
that. We got our own fucking stars.
We got special guests coming.
That's right.
We also have a new Miseducation of Ed Larson. It's on Patreon this week. Go to patreon.com/lastpodcast on the left to also pay to listen to us ad-free. And also you can see Last Stream on the left live every Tuesday, 5 p.m. PST.
That's right. Rochester, New York on May 30th. That one's sold out. Our shows are selling out, bro. These side story shows are fucking awesome.
We're in blast.
London, Ontario still got a couple tickets left. That's going to be on June 28th. Also, I'm on the road. Go ahead to eddytunes.com to see me. Everywhere I'm going, I'm trying out a bunch of weird shit. We're having fun.
You are, yeah. We're having a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah, Denver,
420. I have
Phoenix,
no idea what we're
Plano,
doing for that
LA,
fucking show.
Newark. I'm all over the place. We're going to have a great time.
What are we doing for that Portland show?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to get really high and have fun.
Great.
We were just in Portland, so this is a bonus.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah. You all fucking come out, man. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, come on, fuckers.
All right. I think that's it.
I think it's it. Hail Satan. We did it.
Yeah. Hail Mongo McMichael.
Mongo!
You know, actually, Mongo, you're cool, but hail George Clinton.
You're right.
For giving me the fucking coolest weekend I think I've ever had. And Danny Bedrosian.
So cool.
What a great time. I couldn't have had a better time. This is a dream come true.
So cool.
Peace.
Hi, Diva. It's Rachel.
And Jordan, yeah, hi. Quick question.
Why are you not spending your Venmo balance?
Yeah, we're concerned.
You can, buy stuff with it.
Ugh, you love buying stuff.
And earn cash back on eligible purchases.
You love purchasing eligible things.
So the money your friend sent you yesterday, that's today's ramen or rideshare or eye patches.
The skincare kind, not the pyro kind.
Spend with Venmo, and you can earn cash back with Venmo Stash. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms. ID verification required to use a Venmo balance.
Hey, I'm running out to drop off a stack of letters and packages. Need anything shipped while I'm gone?
Save the gas. Stamps.com lets you print postage and schedule pickups right from your desk. Sync your contacts into the address book. get detailed accounting insights, and get notified the moment your certified mail is delivered.
All from my desk?
All from your desk.
Join the 4 million businesses using Stamps.com right now with code PODCAST and get your free welcome gift. Stamps.com, code PODCAST. Taxes and fees apply.